From explicit TIFOs displaying hatred against the club to rivals throwing 7 ball heads towards the pitch, RB Leipzig is by far and away Germany's most hated club, and in this video we're going to be looking at why. The story begins in 2009 when the energy drink giants Red Bull expanded their football club portfolio by buying SSV Markranstadt. This was a relatively unknown team in the 5th division of German football, making it the perfect club for Red Bull. This is because when they bought the 1st division side SV Austria Salzburg and rebranded it to Red Bull Salzburg a few years prior, there was massive backlash from the club's very own supporters, which Red Bull wanted to avoid this time around. Upon buying SSV Markranstadt, a Red Bull themed transformation ensued, with the club basically becoming a billboard for the energy drink empire. Although they couldn't include Red Bull in the club's name, as the rulebooks of German football doesn't allow clubs to be named after their sponsors, Red Bull had a genius solution. They named the club Rasenballsport Leipzig, which means lawn ball sports, but this name is always shortened to RB Leipzig, maintaining the company's branding through the RB initials. This was controversial as it was clear the club was nothing more than a marketing ploy by Red Bull, completely going against German football's deep-rooted ethos of passion over profit. Historically, German teams were not-for-profit organisations run by members' associations, and when private investment was allowed in 1998, clubs had to follow the 50+1 rule. But as you'll soon find out, this is something RB Leipzig doesn't respect. The club was hated from day one, and as years went on, their success made the hatred grow stronger. In the 2012-13 season, RB Leipzig went invincible in the 4th tier, and the season after that, they became the first ever team to win promotion to the 2 Bundesliga after just 1 season in the 3rd tier. And then came their crowning moment in 2016. Bundesliga promotion. In just 7 years, the club had gone from the obscure 5th tier to the prestigious 1st. This sort of achievement under normal circumstances would earn the respect of others. Just look at Luton Town, who made their way from the 5th tier to the 1st in just a decade earlier this year. However, in the case of RB Leipzig, their rise only left others feeling envy and resentment towards them. This was because their ascent to the top was fueled by the deep pockets of a billionaire organisation, allowing them to fast track their way to the Bundesliga, which no other club could do. They were so hated that in their first ever Bundesliga home match, many of Dortmund's fans boycotted their inclusion in the league by not showing up, with a statement from a supporters group reading, "The construct of the newly promoted side from Leipzig stands against everything that we associate with football. It is scandalous that a purely commercial marketing branch of an Austrian drinks manufacturer may actually compete in Germany's top flight. This contradicts all sporting and emotional values." For us, the consequence is clear. We do not buy tickets and do not travel to BBB's away game in Leipzig. Since making it to the Bundesliga, the club has continued its meteoric rise. They finished as runners-up in the league in their debut season and have qualified for the Champions League in every season but one. In the 2019-20 season, the club had a momentous journey to the UCL semi-finals, beating Tottenham in round of 16 and then Atletico Madrid in the quarter-finals before bowing out to PSG. More recently, the club has started winning silverware, claiming the DFB Pokal in back-to-back seasons. However, all of these achievements are overshadowed by the fact that the heart of this triumph is RB Leipzig's exploitation of the 50+1 rule, which is all about fan ownership instead of corporate ownership. This rule exists so fans hold a majority of the voting rights within their own club, allowing them to be in charge of what decisions the club makes, not an external investor. Bayern Munich has around 300,000 voting members, and Dortmund has over 150,000, whereas Leipzig has just 17 members with voting rights, and most are directly linked to Red Bull. This essentially means Red Bull owns the entire club, whilst technically complying with the rules of majority fan ownership. Also, because the club can reject membership requests without any explanation, the power will likely always remain in the hands of Red Bull and not genuine supporters of the club. This audacious disregard for the cherished German football values of fan ownership has cemented RB Leipzig as public enemy number 1. However, despite the animosity, RB Leipzig has emerged as a dominant force in German football, much to the annoyance of rival fans.